Hey, what's up guys, this is Darkroom Duelist, and today I've got another debut deck for you guys, and this time it's Geargia's. But I know I promised this deck a long time ago, but I really wanted to take my time with this deck and really play around with it so I really understand it when I actually did a profile of it, because I know this was a really anticipated one on my channel. So, without further ado, sorry for the delay on this one, I will get into it. And plus, Gear was at 1, and now it's at 3, but it didn't really, I mean, it makes a difference, but I'll just show you. First off, I'm playing triple Geargia Arsenal. With 3 Arsenals, you do have a really big beater because he gains 200 attack for each face-up Geargia monster on your side of the field, and you can tribute him to search out anything in the deck. That's one thing that's really lovely about this deck, is that you can search any card out of the deck, and plus, the gears are so cute. Then you play essentially the Boar of the Spear, if you've ever played Blackwings, of this deck. And that is in the form of 3 Geargia Accelerate. When you have a Geargia monster on your side of the field, you can special summon it out. That's how it's like Boar of the Spear, but it's a little bit different. You special summon it in face-up defense position, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can target one Geargia monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So it recycles itself when it gets sent to the grave. So, really good card. This deck has a little bit of everything in it. Then you play 3 Geargia Armors. And the really neat thing about Armor is he's a flip-flop monster, as I call him. You can flip him into face-down defense position, but when he's flip face-up, you can add 1 Geargia monster from your deck to your hand. So, really cool. 1900 defense, not a big beater, but, you know, he does his job. Then I play, this is something I did a little different from other people. I've seen other people play 2 Augurs, but I like 3 Augurs because essentially when you get Augur, he just is an instant XZ play. Sadness of Exton Knight, my oh shit button dying. But, hey, whatever. We live on. With 3 Geargia Augurs, you can normal summon him and then add a 1 Earth Machine monster from your deck to your hand. But you can't attack the turn you activate the effect, and you can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Geargia's. But typically, you're just going to go for Gearganta X. But, hey, whatever. Then I only play 1 copy of Geargino. I don't find him as good as Geargia or Geargino Mark II because you can tribute him, but then you're out a monster. So he just kind of breaks even. But with the card that I'm playing 3 of next, with Geargino Mark III, when it is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can special summon 1 Geargia monster from your hand or your graveyard. So you see where you have to tribute him and you lose him, you don't lose Mark II. So that's why I play 3 copies of Mark II. I did try Mark III when Gear went back to 3. I know that's a tongue twister, guys. I'm sorry. But when that went back to 3, I did actually try playing a Geargino Mark III, and it just didn't work because if you draw him, he's really dead in hand to me. But that's it for my Geargia lineup. I do have a couple of tech cards, so we'll get into those. Now, this is kind of an old tech, but I don't understand why you wouldn't play it if you're playing this deck. And that's 1 copy of Gen X Ally Birdman. With Accelerator in the deck and, you know, Gear in the deck, you can essentially go Gear, special summon 2 Geargia monsters, flip 1 of them back to hand, such as Mark II, and synchro for a Beret, and then go Beret, special summon Watchhog, special summon Star Eater, if you wanted to. Or you could just leave it at the Beret, if that's all you need. But I'll get into that in a minute. But then I'm playing 2 more tech cards, and that is 2 Machina Fortresses and 1 Machina Gear Frame. With the amount of searching in this deck, I only play 1 Gear Frame because I can search him out so easily with Augur and Gearganta X. So that's why I'm only playing 1 copy of him, and then the Machina Fortresses is just to get the dead, you know, card curries or dead Gearginas or whatever I have in my hand that I don't need to get a big beater on board. And he's just for a big beater in case I want to go into, well, I actually don't play rank 7, so whatever. I don't need him. Then I play 2 Card Curry Watchdog. With this, you can normal summon basically he's just a tuner, in my opinion. I mean, I special summon him off of Beret, and that's about it. I have had instances where I would use Call of the Haunted and bring back something, and then normal summon him, and then synchro with it. That's another combo with Birdman. You can get something back that you want, and then, you know, synchro. And then, as my girlfriend calls it, Savannah, she calls this Kawaii Robot, or as I call it, Nishin. But most of the time, I just call it Kawaii Robot. It's just, I don't have a strategist, so I play Kawaii Robot over it. So, and it's cute. And that's it for the monsters. I do play this for the occasional rank, or not rank 4, but what's it called? Words, they're evading me. 4-3 tune, which happens a lot. I'm playing 2 3-tuners and 2 4-tuners, just in case. But then I'm playing, for the spells, I'm playing 1 limited removal, because sometimes I just want to swing into my opponent as hard as I can. 1 Book of Moon, just to flip those hard-to-kill monsters face down, just in case I need to. 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, because I don't like back row. And that's it for the spells. I know, not a lot of spells in this deck. It scares me that this deck kind of plays like Blackwing with the amount of traps. But let's get into that. For the 1-ofs, I'm playing 1 Compulse. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Oh, awesome, you did. 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn, and 1 Vanities. That's all for my 1-ofs. I could play Ring of Destruction if I wanted to, or even Torrential, but I just don't feel like it's necessary in this deck. With how quickly it swarms, you don't want Torrential or Dark Hole. And just with how quickly it swarms, again, I just don't need the other cards. I do play Vanities just in case I obtain that board that I want, and then I can just lock it all down. Then, to protect my Geargantas, I play 2-dimensional prisons, and when I say Geargantas, I mean my XEs. They're just really nice. I play this over Mirror Force because of, well, I did play it because of Shadow Halls, but we all know how that went. But I do play it also because of BA, and you probably will still see BA, even though they did get a little bit hurt, but not that bad, in my opinion. Then I play 2 Gear. That's what messes me up every time. I only play 2 because I think with 3, you'd have to play at least 5 or 6 Geargino variant cards, and I just don't want to have to do that. So I'm only playing 2, and I play all the other tuner monsters and other stuff and tech cards, so I'm only playing 2. I might bump it up to 3. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, and you tell me what you think. But for now, I'm just playing 2. Then I'm playing Double Fiendish Chain, again, kind of to stop my opponent from swinging into my monsters that I want to keep, and negating those problematic effects. And then just for my Synchro plays, and sometimes my Birdman plays and stuff other than that, this is a tech card that I'm playing in the deck. I have seen other people play it, and that's why I'm playing it, and I really liked it. And that's Triple Call of the Haunted. With Monster Reborn being banned since forever now, I just really like it in the deck because it just helps me go into so many XZ plays. And when you get off something like I don't know, have a Birdman in hand and want a Synchro, you just use this and then bounce something back off your field that you wanted to keep, and then you reuse it and go Synchro with it. Or even use it to bring back just something you want to keep. I mean, or something you want to recycle. It's helpful for recycling and stuff like that. But that's all for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck, guys. I'll try and go through this kind of quick, but I'll explain it. First off, I play 3 copies of Gearganta X, and this is the thing that is pretty much the main card of the deck. You can, once per turn, detach 1 XYZ material card from this card, and then add 1 level 4 or lower machine monster from your deck or your hand. From your deck to your hand. When this card leaves the field, any way it leaves the field, you can target 1 level 3 or lower Gearganta monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So it would combo pretty well with 3, but you'd think it would in theory, but I just don't like it. With 2 and 1, it just goes off like crazy. But if it does die. But that's why I'm playing him. You always have to play him in this deck at 3. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Dark Rebellion just in case you need a big beater. Then I'm playing 1 copy of number 101 because sometimes you just need to steal shit. Playing 1 Castel because sometimes you need to bounce shit. 1 Abyss Dweller because sometimes you need to lock down the graveyard. And 1 Gaga Cowboy for game. Haha, at -800. And that's it pretty much for my XZ plays. Then for the synchros, I think I'll go into them from lowest to highest this time. I'm playing one Goyo, and the reason I'm playing one Goyo is because you can go Birdman plus any of the Gearginos, or the Kawaii Robot plus any one of the Gearginos, and that's pretty much your play to go into Goyo. Then I'm playing one Clearwing because this is fun to play against, what's it called? Cosmos. It really makes them sad from what I've seen. But it's a really fun card to play also, like for other matchups. Then I play one Black Rose just in case I need to board wipe. I play double Beret for that card curry engine. It lets me special summon a card curry monster from my deck when he's synchroed, so he kind of evens himself out for going for that 2 to get him, and then he brings one out. And then you can go into Star Eater and shit. And then I play one Shogun because occasionally you will get into the situation that you will go into Shogun, and that's why I play one. And he's a miniature draw engine, and he's a humongous beater. And then I play one copy of Star Eater because you can go... my combo for Star Eater is... I think I told you guys it. I told you it earlier. Yeah, I won't repeat it to make this video longer. You just got to back it up and hear it. But anyways, guys, this is Dark Arm Duels. I hope you have enjoyed the deck profile thoroughly, and I hope it impressed for what it was and how long it's taken to put it out. But, yeah, awesome new format. Not really carrying it for the Shadow. Sad that they're banned, but they weren't really doing all that much, so I'm kind of sad that they got banned. But don't forget to check down in the description below for all the Yu-Gi-Oh! News that I have out there. It is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Facebook page. I'm an admin of it, and I post out there quite frequently of different news and my videos as soon as they get released. But yeah, guys, this is Dark Arm Duels. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and I'm out.